Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Here we go. Welcome into the Eric St. Show podcast. A daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures each and every day of the work week. Hello to you all. There is news. The news that today, it is a big fraud. Pardon me. It is a Dear Meathead Wednesday with Dad. What's interesting is, I don't need questions, by the way. I've got like one or two. Okay. If you could send in a question for Dad. Eric at ericzaneshow.com on the Shoreliners striping inbox. I would appreciate that. Compliments just flying at your old pal Easy, and that's always good for business. That's always good for my brain. When I read, my man is looking sharp with that hair. If a man tells you that you are handsome, that's like the greatest compliment in the world. That means that the man who is giving the compliment is blowing right by the society, I guess, stigma that men should not compliment men, or that they run the risk of, quote unquote, looking like a gay, which obviously is not a big deal. But they are overcome with the handsomeness, and they must tell them that. I love that. Right back at you, Aram. Hurricane Ashley writes, big fraud Zane looks like he's having a new moves kind of day. The suggestion there is that Easy would be showing off his new moves to Diana. And I'm not going to lie to you. She brought that exact thing up this morning before she left to work. The quote, I'm going to say it, and if she finds out that I told everybody, she's going to lose her mind. It's both good and bad. It means that Easy will be able to show off his new moves soon. Quote, if you don't have sex with me, my vagina is going to dry up and fall off. Now, that means that we haven't had sex in a while, and there is 100% truth to that. Tyler writes, I need dink. Some of you get that reference. I don't think anybody does, actually. He's the only one that gets that reference because he said it. The medicine I'm taking is affecting me in a horrible way. So that's kind of like what's happening. Something is changing in your old pal Easy. The medicine is making me just is taking away my legendary status as a sexual dynamo. So that's something that I have to take up with my doctor. It's like, all right, yeah, that medicine does seem to be helping me to some degree because my prostate was the size of a Australian rules football. But now it's damaging me personally. So I don't know what we have to do. I mean, I can still get a boner, but my actual drive is way down. Too much information, I know. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that up because Ashley said it looks like he's having a new moves kind of day. And you are correct. I suspect Diana may try to molest me when she gets home. Stevie has sent her Dear Meathead question. Tyler says, I like that story. I don't know if anyone remembers that. Megan says, you didn't up the Lexapro lately, did you? No, it's not a mental health medicine. It was, I was describing it to you. I have what's known as BPH, benign prostate hyperplasia, or more commonly known as an enlarged prostate. And the medicine that you take to reduce that, the side effect is decreased sex drive. So, I mean, normally I'm walking around here and, you know, it's like I'm looking to jab anything. So this is one of the side effects of getting old. Okay. If I had to trade that for Free Beer's hairstyle, I would take this 10 out of 10 times. I continue to get a tremendous amount of heat from people who have picked a fight with EZ because I picked on poor Free Beer about his stupid haircut or his stupid growing out his hair. And it's like, what? They're like, oh, yeah, look at him. Can you believe it? Can you believe he's doing this? And they sit there and it's like comment after comment on Reddit. And I'm like, well, I didn't post this on Reddit. You took my joke and put it, and you posted it on here yourself. You screenshotted my shit, posted it on there, and now everybody's beating the shit out of me, and I can't even fucking say anything. God damn it. Well, anyway, like I said, when I see that, I see dollar signs, so thank you. So no, it doesn't have anything to do with Alexa Pro. But I am remarkably handsome today. Ryan with nice comments about my nice voice today. I love that. You see, I love this. This is fantastic. What a group of people who are absolutely stroking my ego. Ashley and Ryan are in a conversation. First of all, Ryan says to Ashley, you can't let that vag dry up. That's what power... Okay, wait a minute. Amanda says Viagra. No, it has nothing to do with Viagra. I can still get a boner. I said that, but you weren't listening because that's kind of what you do. Ashley indicates that she has some dryness in her private area. Ryan says you can't let that happen. That's what powers your hurricane categorical status. She says, I know my life is zero content without D. So that means that when you showed up at Irvine's and started washing dogs, you probably had sex in the car right before that. Stevie says, where's Kenny? Johnny B0 says, so I hear Kenny is gone. Yes. I don't know what the hell happened. Well, I do know what happened. It was more joking with Kenny. And then it went south and he flipped out. You won't believe this nonsense. This is fantastic. Fantastically stupid. We're doing the show, and I show a picture of Adam Balboa and his stupid new jacket that he bought. Hold on. Stop. He bought a Rocky jacket. He bought a black satin jacket with, by the way, I like how I tell her to stop, and then as soon as I turn my back around, she starts licking the couch again. Knock it off! Watch, she's going to go right back to doing it. I told you to knock it off. Stop. Hold on. I got to go hit her as hard as I can on the head. Stop it. No. Okay, so this is unbelievable. And I show the picture of this dumb satin jacket that Adam Balboa bought. Aram says, is that the jacket Rocky bought when he got the cash from the first fight? Yes, the one with the dumb tiger on the back. Adam bought the jacket. That's how much of a fan he is of Rocky movies. My God. Kenny makes a funny joke about it. Adam says, I can't see the joke. And then it dawned on me. Kenny blocked him because he talked shit about Kenny or something like that. And you know how Kenny is, man. You cross him and then his head like fucking explodes. And I go, Kenny, come on, unblock the guy. You unblock some people in on the regular show chat. Rob, Amanda, and whoever else you had blocked. So unblock them. Come on now. This is silly. Entirely soft. Kenny's get an email message yesterday, an email or a message yesterday. Because that's usually what happens. He'll flip out, and then someone who he thinks is a sympathetic ear will get the message. It's about 5 paragraphs long, and it'll include words like, I just want him to love me, and I want Eric Zaitunian and not Eric Zane. I'm tired of being his content. I want to be his friend. Ashley says, I cannot confirm or deny if I got one. Corey says, let's call him. Ashley says, let's call him. And here's why I don't want to. Because it's not fun. If I call him, he usually gets really upset, or he's so damn upset that he makes everybody uncomfortable. So I can't have that. Corey says it's fun for us. Well, I don't know if it is. I feel like it's uncomfortable for the audience when Kenny gets so damn serious and brings everybody right down. Chris says no, he'll be all mopey and shit. Exactly. I don't play that game with Kenny anymore. We've made that very, very clear. Ashley says, I didn't say I did. I was sworn to secrecy either way. He reached out to you, didn't he? He sent you a damn email. I know he did. Please send it my way. I need to read this on the show. If you love me, and you do, you will send it to me. Maureen says, don't call him. He's upset and it won't be good. Oh, I'm not going to call him. I'm not going to call him. But that's what happened. I go, well, fuck, Kenny. Everybody makes fun of you at one point in time. What the fuck? I mean, I make fun of you and you don't block me. If you're going to block him, block me. So I guess he did. I don't know. I have no idea. I honestly haven't checked. Megan writes, directions class in 7th grade taught me the quote, if you love me, you will, is unhealthy love. Regular basis, at any random time, everyone in here can get their face rubbed in shit. Okay? And if you decide it's too hot in the oven and you got to get out, you're soft as fuck. Okay? Don't take it personally. God damn. But, what the fuck was I going to say? Oh, and the idea that Kenny, we talked about it on the Patreon yesterday. He has a tendency to be calm, and then he'll just blow his stack. He's got an incredible rage in him. He's like Bruce Banner. He just flips out. Thus, we are okay. So yesterday we had to take the calendar and write 0 days since El Diablo erupted, Mount St. Kenny. So that means that today I want to get one of those dry erase boards right here that says days since El Diablo erupted, and today I would put a 1. Because if he's not here, if he's doing one of his protests of the show, then we would put a 1 down there. Someone named Line. Well, anyway, that person's out. 8:05 today. Maureen's got 8:47 today. Patrick has 8:05 today. He's out. Adam Balboa, who started the whole fucking thing, is at 8:20, so he's out. I have January 25 at 9:20 a.m. We will see him again. Stevie has 8:15. She's out. Ashley predicted Friday. And that's all. Oh, Kuipers has 8:30 today. Let's see here. Oh, Ashley just sent a text. They did correspond, but it wasn't about EZ. All right? It was not about EZ. I do know what it is about, but that's not my story to tell. It is not my story to tell. Okay? I'll tell you that right now. Linda says, line was me. I said 8:05. All right. Anyway, that was the drama that unfolded on this show yesterday. It was all dumb. I mean, come on now. I didn't say anything bad. I said, come on, Kenny. Everybody's talked shit about you. And you don't block everybody else. I talk shit about me, and you don't block me. If you're gonna block him, then you better block me too. Okay, bye-bye. God. Ashley asked for a Linda sex agent update. Now look, I've got this theory about radio voice Linda. I showed Linda the pictures of the multi-talented Rob, who was an educator. I think he described himself as like a superintendent or director of athletics and a football coach. And the guy is like, looks like he's made of steel and nails. He's one of those guys that he reminds me of like those pictures of Travis Kelce's brother, the hiker, in the stands at the Bills games with his shirt off. That's the type of dude he reminds me of. He's not like ripped, but you can tell he could like rip down trees with his bare hands. Except he's got a clean-shaven face and hair about 25% as fantastic as mine, which means that it'll make any woman cream. All right? Well, I shared that with her. And she immediately was playing hard to get. She's like, no, come on now. Don't be silly. We're just miles apart from us. Let me send you some pictures. Oh, I wouldn't be interested in him. Oh, what's his name? Oh, that's ridiculous. Come on. I've got more class than that. Where does he live? Oh, that's silly. I will not be exposed to this. This is ridiculous. Oh, dark hair. Oh. So I shared the pics, Linda. And then I reached out to Dude. I go, all right, look, Ari Zane's back in the game. I shared your info with Linda. Yeah. I go, all right. She liked what she saw. Enough that, because like yesterday, Linda sent me like some sexy pics. She like, I think she actually had like a photo shoot based on the pictures that she shot. Absolutely lovely. So after she went to the photographer and had the pictures shot, she then sent them to me. She writes, one had my grandson in it, LOL. So I sent them off. And now we wait. He may be listening right now. When I hear more, I will then work the Ari Zane sex agent magic. Ryan writes, Ari Zane is a fucking piece of shit, more fraudulent than Big Fraud. The money he takes for his services is worse than a dating website. Megan says, is he in the chat? I don't know. Linda says, well, that tells everything I need to know. F him. No, he's fucking busy. Would you relax? Are you suggesting that if I send something, if someone doesn't respond in 1 minute, it's over? Would you settle down? Look, you worry about Linda things. I'll worry about Ari Zane things. You don't need to be. You don't need to worry about that. I'm in charge of everything. There will be correspondence. Okay? This is part of the give and take. She says, nope. He would have replied right away. Fuck that guy. I'm out. All right. Well, I, as a sex agent, am dependent on the client. And if the client says, that's it, that's it. That's how it is. Ashley says, Shoreliner replied in literally 2 seconds. I agree, Linda. Linda says, tell him I said that, please. All right. You're the boss. Let me write Rob here. Let me make sure I sent it, first of all. I want to actually go to my sent folder to make sure that I did, because you never know. I mean, that'd be a catastrophe. A true sex agent doubles back on his work. Make sure that he did it right. Where did I send that? Oh yeah, I sent it. I sent it yesterday at 4:26 p.m. Okay. Dear Coach, Ari Zane, sex agent here, period. Linda is out, period. I'm simply telling you what she told me, period. As your sex agent, I must relay these messages to you, period. She said, since you did not respond right away to the image that I sent you, comma, she is out, period. She said if you were interested, comma, you would have responded right away. So she said, quote, fuck that guy. Those are her words, comma, not mine, period. I will continue to search for ladies for you as your sex agent, period. Let me make sure it says that. Linda is out. I'm simply telling you what she told me. As your sex agent, I must... Okay, there's a typo. Relay these messages to you. She said, since you did not respond right away to the image that I sent you, she is out. She said, if you were interested, you would have responded right away. So she said, fuck that guy. Those are her words, not mine. I will continue to search for ladies for you as your sex agent. Sincerely, comma, Eric Zane, parentheses, Ari Zane. Now, before I send this, I just want to make sure. So, are you sure you don't want to wait like 1 day? Or is it like, no way? I mean, what if he's in the hospital or something? Ryan writes to Linda, I think he's worried about being catfished. He saw you and just assumed it wasn't possible and was too good to be true. Ashley suggests that Rob is interested in little kids. Rebecca suggests, okay, now this is lady to lady here. Rebecca suggests to Linda, yes, wait a day. Can I at least wait till 4:30 today, which would be 24 hours? Or do I follow through Ashley says no. She says, no, I'm not desperate. Okay. Ari Zane is doing what he's told. Ari Zane does not tell the client what to do. As a sex agent, the client tells Ari Zane what to do. It was sent. There is some dissent amongst the audience about this. Rebecca suggested that he needs to play the game, or she needs to play the game. Linda says, fuck that shit. Linda's like, I'm a goddamn queen. And when I am sending you my picture, if your internet's down, you hand deliver the message. You send up smoke signals. You do something. Cole writes, what if he's been jacking it to the pictures all night and hasn't had time to respond? Ryan writes, I'm not sold on Ari Zane. I need to see more success stories. By the way, it's A-R-I, not R-E Zane. It's Ari, like Ari Gold, the agent from Entourage. That's where the fucking thing came from. I got a hilarious bit of text from one of the Patreon members, USA number 1, USA NMBR1. I don't know who that is. I may have known and then have forgotten, but is a regular on Patreon. Speaking of Ari Zane, I always thought it was a missed opportunity that you never got the Nashville three-way to happen with Saint Gaslight driving down to Tennessee in his pussy wagon. And I wrote, all of the memories run together. I do not recall that moment for Ari Zane. However, it sounds funny. He writes, you were trying to secure Tang for producer Joe, taking calls and emails soliciting nudes for review of candidates. A female listener from the Nashville area called in and said she could get a friend on board for a three-way. I can't even read it. It spurred the idea to send him down there in the pussy wagon on a Joe stunt tour, with the finale being an all-night three-way. Reading that is like an out-of-body experience. Really? Now, that was obviously well before women started getting their ass kicked all across the country. See what I did there? Like, there's a joke there, but it can't really, I mean, I worded it in a way that there's a little wiggle room. All I said was, that was before random women started getting the shit kicked out of them. There's plenty of wiggle room in that joke. If you're going to drop that and you say it a more conventional way, hey, you're in risk. You don't want to be in any type of risk. Rebecca stands by, wait for him to respond, and then make him wait. Linda says, no, you know. Linda says something. I don't know. She says, I know I don't have a high opinion of my looks, she says. Well, come on now. She adds, I just know what I bring to the table, along with a fuck you attitude. I don't settle for dicks who don't reply. You're goddamn right. Tyler says, here's the most important thing. This opens the door for a Linda cutie patootie connection again. Yeah. Uh-huh. Ashley writes, that's before Joe kicked my ass, too. Rebecca says, let's ask Meathead. That's a great question for Dad. The multi-talented Smitty Pack is here. I don't know who that is. Yo, glad to finally have made it here. I am normally working. Okay. Well, enjoy the day off. Thanks for being here. All right. So several of you have, I've gotten a few questions for Dear Meathead. I see Ashley sent one. She says, Dear Meathead, how can you win your soulmate back after your soulmate dumps you? Chris has one. Stevie has one. I thought Brian Callahan had sent one. Did I not see that? Maybe you sent it to another email. Oh, Brian McDonald. I wonder why that didn't show up there. All right. Excuse me. There it is. Brian writes, read as Lenny from Nashville. Dear Meathead, everyone that I know is a jerk to me. I am the nicest guy in the room, but people always say mean things about me. They call me fat, bald, soft, etc. What should I do about this? Is there a way I can change their minds? Should I just curse them out and leave them? I just don't know if it's their personality or mine. Please help me and my hurting heart and back. Thanks, Lenny from Nashville. Writes Brian McDonald. All right, when you write that is an easy way to be put in the banned list. You are going to get it. For the record, I cannot be accused of doing anything heinous on yesterday's Kenny incident. It was one comment. I said, come on, Kenny. You can't ban everybody. You should unban Adam. He didn't mean anything by it. Everybody talks shit about you at one time or another. No big deal. My God. Every day we talk shit about each other on here. I mean, if you're going to ban him, you got to ban me too. I talk shit about you too, so ban me. Okay, I will. Rage quit. Rah! Ow! All that shit. Come on, man. Quit being such a huge pussy all the time. You're a overly sensitive anger ball. That's what you are. Disguised as like a sweetheart. Okay? But to me, you're more of, and I don't want to, I'm not like trying to talk shit about you, but you're kind of a psycho. You're kind of you freak out too much. God damn. This is supposed to be fun. Everybody's fucking around with everybody in here. And I got you stomping around like Godzilla. It's ridiculous. Can't have that. Ryan says if he canceled Patreon, can I enjoy the rest of his month? I don't look. I don't ever look. Like that time when Ashley canceled. Remember that? I forget what the fuck happened. I made some crack, and the next thing she knows, she canceled. But I didn't find it out until like a week later when she told me. And I was like, oh, you did? Oh, my God. Oh, okay. Whatever. Didn't Joe change the payoff to a catch-up bet? I don't know. Chris says, I agree. It wasn't even a brutal beat-up. Amanda says, why are you saying the same things you said a half hour ago? Why are you not fucking off? Ashley says, I can confirm he canceled. Oh, he did? He sent you an email about that? Smitty Pack says, for fuck's sake, how do you get rid of ads on here? Do I need to link my Amazon or something? Yes, you do. You do need to link up your Amazon, and you got to do it manually each month. All right, so Dear Meathead happens in 17 minutes. Yeah, Amanda, that's how you get on the shit list. Why am I saying the same thing I said half an hour ago? Because it's the Eric Zane Show podcast, and I can. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you eating the same Pillsbury Doughboy products that you ate 1/2 hour ago? See how that feels? You asshole. Hey! Why you said, hey! Why you saying the same thing you said half an hour ago? Off worse than everything you do. If it's not you just talking about random shit, all right? If it's not you just talking about random shit for no reason when I'm trying to work here, it's you fucking cutting me with a stupid comment like that about my content. Shut the fuck up. How many times do I have to tell you to shut the fuck up? God damn. What is wrong with you? Aram says Amanda going rogue always results in fun. Yeah, for you. Oh. Can you imagine if this is Amanda, if you're having sex with that battle axe and you're really into it, you're just pumping away. You're gonna give her the biggest pudding cup on her face that she's ever had. All right? And you're sweating, it's rolling off of your face, and all of a sudden she goes, "Ah, you ever play dodgeball?" Ah! Just out of the blue. Ah, you ever seen the movie Maximum Overdrive? Ah! Shut up. Ah, you did that sex move last time we had sex. Fuck you. Hey. Tyler was thinking the same thing, Amanda, during pound time. Ah, you already did that one. Knock it off. Put your dick in my nose. Ah! Dan says, are you going for a two? I got to wipe the mic off. It's actually wet. Are you going for a 2-day in a row, 10-minute ban? I don't have the energy to give her a 10-minute ban. Now, what's interesting is this beat up that she's getting, now that's a beat up. What happened to Kenny was not a beat up. All right? That was not a beat up. Florida man says nothing hotter than dodgeball talk during sex. Hey, Amanda, dodge this. Brandis says, wow, ... This is fun. Yeah, you're no better. I know what you're doing there. Okay? Just because you sit around and take ice baths and have tattoos all over your face doesn't mean you can smart off. Jesus Christ. What the fuck is wrong with women in this show today? Kicking my ass. I don't respond favorably to your bitch fest. You're annoying the shit out of me. Jesus Christ. More examples of why you'll never be president, please. Anyway. Brandis says I do what I want. Oh, yeah, I know. Me too. Where's the smart ass ban button? Okay. Twitch.com/Eric Zane. Oh, I accidentally hit the timeout button. No dudes have been given a 10-minute timeout. Just enjoy your 600 seconds. Use that time to shut up and get in the ice bath for both of you. There you go. What do you think of that? If you're watching this show on Facebook, X, and YouTube, I appreciate you so much. But it's time for you to go. The full show is available on Twitch. Download the Twitch app, search Eric Zane Live, and you're off and running. Or on your desktop or laptop, go to twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. It's that simple. I have a Patreon that these fine people, even the ones that are sitting out for 600 seconds, subscribe to for more content. Patreon.com/Eric Zane is where you find that. Tons of extra content there, including a Big Fraud Saturday this week with Who Are These Zanes and the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast. Okay? The audio version of this show is available wherever you download podcasts shortly after it finishes. Just search Eric Zane Show on Apple Podcasts or whatever platform that you prefer.